and enabled the increased animal farming necessary to feed rapidly expanding population. But fewer laborers were required to work at the land, and that led to an exodus to the cities of large number of people seeking employment. Increasingly, mechanization both on the land and in the industrial factories meant continuing high levels of unemployment. Workers in the rural areas could no longer graze the animals on which they partly depend on for food and income. Acute poverty followed. Hello?
हेलो
जी ओके ठीक है. These developments literally altered the landscape. अच्छा मैं बता रहा था कि जब ये सारे मामला जब ये हुए तो लोगों ने रैपिडली जो है वो मूवमेंट शुरू कर दिया फ्रॉम कंट्री साइड टू द सिटीज. ठीक है, तो जाहिर सी बात है इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन था ठीक है, और उसमें फैक्ट्रीज लग रही थी, तो फिर लोगों ने जो है वो एग्रेरियन जो काम थे वो उन्होंने छोड़ दिया, और उनके नतीजे में क्या हुआ, एक बहुत ज़्यादा मैस अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट जो है वो आ गया. These developments literally altered the landscape of the country. Open fields were enclosed by hedges and walls in the cities. ठीक है, ये दीवारों का फिर कल्चर आ गया. Smoking factories, chimneys polluted the atmosphere. Poor quality houses were built in large number and quickly became slums. The the mental landscape also changed. The country was divided into those who owned property or land, which were rich, and those who did not, who were poor. A new world was born with Benjamin Disraeli, who, who was both a novelist and a prime minister of Britain under Queen Victoria, was later to identify as two nations. ठीक है जी, तो ये अंडरलाइन कर लें, इसका important factor है, that is Benjamin Disraeli, who was both a novelist and a prime minister of Britain under Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria के जो tenure है उसके अंदर ही प्राइम मिनिस्टर भी रहे. The Industrial Revolution paralleled revolutions in the political order. In fact, Britain was at war during most of the Romantic period, with the resultant political instability. Political movements in Britain were gradual, but in countries such as France and United States, political change was both more rapid and more radical. The American Declaration of Independence from Britain in 1776 struck an early blow for the principle of democratic freedom and self-government, but it was the early years of the French Revolution with its slogan equality, liberty and fraternity. ये तीन स्लोगन थे जो फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन के थे. इसी तरीके से दो रेवोल्यूशंस हैं इस एरा के अंदर आए. नंबर वन जो थी वो फ्रेंच अमेरिकन रेवोल्यूशन, मतलब अमेरिका ने ब्रिटेन से अपना जो है वो खत्म करके खुद वहाँ पे अपनी हुकूमत जो है एस्टैब्लिश की. एंड सेकंड वन इज द फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन इन 1779. ठीक है. एंड लेटर ऑन फिर जो तीसरी चीज इसमें आप देख रहे हैं कि जो फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन थी और उसका जो स्लोगन था दैट वाज इक्वालिटी, liberty and fraternity, which most influenced the intellectual climate in Britain. In this respect, the storming of the Bastille आपको पता है 1789 में to release political prisoners acted as a symbol which attracted the strong support of liberal opinion. Debate in Britain was, however, polarized between support for radical documents such as Tom Paine's Rights of Man, in which he called for a greater democracy in Britain, and Edmund Burke's more conservative reflection on the revolution in France. Later in the 1790s, more treasured ideas are contained in the writings of William Godwin, an important influence on the poets Wordsworth and Shelley, who advocated a gradual evolution towards the removal of poverty and the equal distribution of wealth. Such a social philosophy caused much enthusiasm and intellectual excitement among many radical writers and more liberal politicians. But these ideas also represented a threat to the existing order. Positive use of the word Jacobean and radical was dangerous in the 1790s. Jacobin, in particular, which derived from French, implied strong sympathy with ideas of absolute social equality. ओके, तो आप देख लें अब कि फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन के अंदर कितनी पॉलिटिकल चेंजेस आई हैं, कितनी पॉलिटिकल स्टेबिलिटीज हुई हैं, कितनी पॉलिटिकल अनस्टेबिलिटीज आई हैं. ठीक है, अब ये आपने सारी ना एक टाइमलाइन बना लेनी है अपने पास. ठीक है, फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन की बुलेट्स फॉर्म के अंदर. ठीक है, अभी हम जो है वो लिटरेचर की तरफ नहीं आए, अब हम लिटरेचर की तरफ स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, ये हमने थोड़ा सा कॉन्टेक्स्ट देख लिया एज का. However, as the French Revolution developed, support for it in Britain declined. जैसे जैसे फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन के आगाज में तो बड़ी जबरदस्त सपोर्ट थी, लेकिन जैसे जैसे वो आगे बढ़ती गई और नेपोलियन जैसा जो है वो डिक्टेटर आ गया, तो उसी तरह से फॉर इट इन ब्रिटेन में क्या हुआ, उसका डिक्लाइन शुरू होगा. ठीक है जी, क्योंकि फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन में क्या था, अब आपने अ टेल ऑफ टू सिटीज जरा दिमाग में लाना है. There was violence, extremism, and much bloodshed as sections of the old aristocracy were massacred, and the
आवाज
members.
नहीं आ रही.
Hello, hello.